I think from the beginning we led a really good team. Had a couple of losses and was hungry to get back on track. We allowed them to get back on track early, never quite recovered from it. I take that back. I think one time in the third quarter we cut it to 9 or 8, but we never got connected defensively and had some breakdowns. We were able to, execute some things offensively, but at the end of the day, when you're up 100+ points at home, it's a defensive breakdown that you have to correct really quickly because you're going into another team's home court that's really hungry, going to play fast, and want some payback. So we can't think about this for too long. We've got to just make sure we watch some video, get those things corrected, and get ready to play a really good Atlanta team.
It seemed like it was layup after layup after layup.
56 paint points.
What happened?
Go back to the opening statement. It's everyone talks about offense looking really, really pretty, making an extra pass. Well, defense is a pretty thing too. When all 5 people were involved, there were certain times where things were happening really fast, and we'd have 3 people or 4 people, but against a really good offensive team, you gotta have that 5th person, that connection, and we were a step slow. But I credit LA. I mean, they're a good team. But I thought we aided in that early and gave them some momentum as the game got on.
Tiffany, what's her status? I noticed she dressed for the first time this year. Do you have an ETA and when she'll be able to play?
Well, the ETA is about time, score, situation, comfort level, and I don't know if the game is always the place to think about. When Piff got back here, we had all those games that were bunched up to get a whole lot of practice in, but it's really about a feel from Epiphany and myself, but also I think about what's been done without her. In terms of that flow as well. But no, you don't predetermine. I wish it were that easy that I would predetermine, but that wouldn't be fair to the team or Piff.
Do you think the time off maybe hurt the team after such a large game last week?
No. I guess that would be the thing to say on the outside looking in, but you think about how condensed the season is and what you have coming up. It was really a good time for it because we won in this back-to-back. Now we have 4 games in 8 days. Some days off usually hurt you offensively, not defensively. So I wish it were that easy. I just want to give credit to LA, who was hungry and hunting to win, and they got one in a big way.
Well, I'm guessing that your career now, you probably you probably don't care too much about it right now.
Yeah, no, not at all. The only thing that matters is the score, and we just were not ourselves at all, and we didn't come out very strong. We had runs, ups and downs, but we were never just able to turn that corner. So, as a leader, I look at myself and think, what could I have said? What could I have stepped up and done to kind of motivate a little better? So, it's just something you got to learn from. But luckily about this league, we have a game tomorrow, so we can right this wrong pretty quickly.
Tamera, what were they doing offensively that was giving you guys so much trouble?
I don't think it was more so what they were doing. I think it was just us mentally. We had to be there, and I think on the schemes we were a step slow with every aspect, and that's where they were capitalizing on.
Was there a time that you thought you were getting back into the game?
Yeah, the first minute of the third quarter when she called a timeout. And then when we cut it to 9, and then we cut it to 8, and then we said, I'm crazy. I always think we're in it. Yeah.
With Candace Parker starting the game on the bench, did you feel like you had a chance to come out and really take advantage and get out to an early lead there?
No, I'm kind of weird about that. I hate when star players sit out. I think people execute a little bit better. They make extra passes. You just subconsciously do things a little bit crisper because you're missing the superstar. I mean, hello, Prince, fouls, just a little bit sharper, and I knew she would play. I mean, she hurt her ankle, had a few days off and rested, and they're a really good team, But no, I didn't think that at all. I was actually hoping she would start.
An explanation for all the turnovers that you had? Was it them? Was it you?
I always credit the opposition. I would say we played a hand in about 6 of them. I see 2 right now. layup, fumble. So, both ways. I mean, they're a hungry team, they're aggressive, their momentum, but then we also aided in that, unfortunately.
Okay, I don't know if you already talked about this, but the one loss that you guys did have before this was a close loss. You guys played well. Are you interested to see how the team responds to a loss like this where things didn't go so well?
I'm interested to see how we respond just because it's a loss, the point differential, not so much, but then also, a back-to-back and then going away and in that regard, but not necessarily point differential, but just, getting back in conference and going to play a really good Atlanta team is concerned about, seeing how they bounce back. And I trust they will, I mean, I'm in that locker room when I get to hear and see things you guys don't. They probably want the time to go a little bit faster so we can get to 7 o'clock on Saturday so they can put themselves in a position to do better and show better because they know they're capable, and we will.
Elena, how did you feel about the pace of the game? Did you feel like LA dictated it at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously our defensive transition was not where it needed to be, so they were able to run the floor. Even on made baskets, they were running the floor on us, and that's just unacceptable. So, yeah, they did dictate the speed of the game, and that's because our defense was not at all where it needs to be.
Any further questions? All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.